Crossing to his side, she rested a hand on the sleeve of his flawlessly tailored midnight blue coat. Although Justin could be impossibly arrogant and stubborn, age had not dimmed his masculine aura. Even the silk patch that slanted rakishly over his right eye added to his appeal, Mouette thought. Glancing down at her, he remarked, "I never knew it could be so difficult to be a father. No wonder I avoided it most of my life." "You might turn your attention to other concerns," she suggested, forcing herself to look past him to the assortment of old furniture, books, paintings, and other memorabilia from the past. "Why not begin to sort through some of these items?" Justin looked suspicious. "To what purpose?" She couldn't help herself. "Well, do you truly need any of this? The first time you brought me to this house, these pieces were here, but 10 years have passed, and I do not recall you ever reclaiming any of them." "Reclaim them?" "Yes. It is another word for use." A storm cloud passed over his face. "Why should I do that? These are not mere things, but valuable artifacts." Drawing back, Justin added, "You more than anyone should understand that." "Of course I understand, darling," she soothed. Really, though, what value could these possessions hold? "But I also understand that you are a very meticulous person. Every detail in our homes must be perfect, or you are not satisfied, and all our servants know it. You insist on flawlessly made clothing and furnishings that reflect the latest fashions and the best of taste."
"Oui, I do," he growled. "What is your point?"
"Only that I find it hard to reconcile this musty clutter with the man I just described." Justin walked away from her, staring at his hoard of memorabilia.
"Many of these pieces were accumulated before I knew you, when I was a free man, engaged in outrageous adventures as a smuggler or sailing with legendary corsairs to defend France in the Indian Ocean."
He picked up a large compass in an enamel case and blew away a layer of dust.
"This belonged to Surcouf himself. The very sight of it takes me back to our time together in his cabin on board Raveneaus, as we planned our secret attacks on British ships in the Bay of Bengal. He was vibrantly alive."
Justin paused, then added hoarsely,
"We both were."
Mouette's eyes stung in sympathy. Last year, when their family had arrived in Saint-Malo for their annual summer visit, Justin had gone off, as usual, to visit Surcouf and had been stunned to find his old friend on his deathbed. She knew this blow had meant not only the loss of a comrade, but also a stark reminder of Justin's own mortality. Surcouf had died at age 54, suddenly an old man, ravaged by a wasting disease. Yet Justin himself was even older. Mouette knew better than anyone that her husband resisted letting down his protective shield and becoming vulnerable to pain, but she could not encourage that resistance. "I understand how hard it has been for you, losing your friend Surcouf," she whispered. "Yet we cannot turn back time." Gesturing toward the ramparts that lay beyond the windowless cellar walls, Justin demanded,
"Perhaps you would have me build a great bonfire on the beach and burn everything from my past?"
Mouette knew she had pushed him far enough. "Of course not. I only ask that you think about what I've said." Embracing him, she leaned against his broad chest. The scent of Justin's warm, powerful body stirred her senses, as always. Suddenly Mouette was hungry for him, and it came to her that they might make love in one of the ancient chairs. It was a long time since they'd done something so wickedly arousing. "I must admit, this cellar does feel like a place out of time. Perhaps we might pretend that you are a corsair, and you have captured me from an enemy ship?"